Your car's computer knows more about your vehicle than your mechanic does. But here's the thing. Most mechanics will never tell you what it's really capable of. Today, I'm revealing 10 ECU secrets could save you thousands of dollars. And secret number 3? It's probably happening to your car right now. What if I told you that tiny computer under your hood is recording everything you do? Every acceleration, every brake, every mile you drive. The question is, why don't mechanics want you to know about this? Let's dive in. Secret number 10. Your ECU records your driving history. Your ECU is basically a black box recorder, just like in airplanes. Did you know your engine control unit stores what's called freeze frame data? This means every time a check engine light comes on, your ECU takes a snapshot. It records your speed, engine temperature, fuel mixture, throttle position, everything at that exact moment. But here's what mechanics don't mention. This data can prove whether that issue was caused by how you drive or an actual defect. Insurance adjusters and dealerships can access this. Have you ever wondered why your warranty claim was denied? This could be why. How often do you think your ECU is recording data? The answer might shock you. It's constantly. Secret number 9. Dealerships can remotely access your ECU. Secret number 9 will make you think twice about privacy. Modern cars with telematic systems allow dealerships and manufacturers to remotely access your ECU without you even knowing. They can pull diagnostic codes, monitor performance, and even track your location in real time. Why won't mechanics tell you this? Because many independent shops don't have this access. Only dealerships and manufacturers do. This gives them a massive advantage when you come in for service. They already know what's wrong before you arrive. Is convenience worth giving up your driving privacy? That's for you to decide. Secret number 8. ECU reflashing can void hidden warranties. Number 8 is about performance tuning and the fine print. Getting your ECU reflashed or chipped for better performance? Mechanics doing the work often won't mention this. Manufacturers embed a flash counter in your ECU. Every time it's reprogrammed, it logs it permanently. Even if you flash it back to stock before a warranty claim, they'll know. That counter doesn't reset. This has cost car owners tens of thousands in denied warranty claims for engine or transmission failures. Is that extra 50 horsepower worth potentially losing your entire powertrain warranty? Secret number 7. Your ECU enters limp mode for minor issues. Secret 7 explains why your car suddenly feels gutless. When your ECU detects certain faults, even minor ones, it triggers something called limp mode or reduced power mode. Your car will barely accelerate and you'll panic thinking the engine is dying. Here's what most mechanics won't tell you up front. Sometimes limp mode is triggered by something as simple as a loose gas cap, a dirty mass airflow sensor, or a faulty oxygen sensor. All cheap fixes. But if you tow it to a shop in panic mode, you're paying diagnostic fees, labor, and possibly agreeing to repairs you don't need yet. The real question is, how can you tell if it's truly serious? Simple. Get an OBD2 scanner. They cost $20 to $30 and can read the codes yourself. Secret number 6. ECUs have adaptive learning that resets. Number 6 is fascinating, and mechanics rarely explain it properly. Your ECU doesn't just follow fixed programming. It learns and adapts to your driving style over time. It adjusts fuel delivery, shift points, and throttle response based on how you drive. But here's the secret. When you disconnect your battery or clear ECU codes, this learned data resets. Your car will drive differently, sometimes worse, until it relearns everything. This process can take 50 to 100 miles. Mechanics often disconnect batteries during repairs without warning you about this reset. Then you drive away thinking something's wrong, and you come back for more diagnostics. Has your car ever felt off after service? Now you know why. Secret number 5. Hidden ECU settings you can unlock. Secret 5 is a game changer for many car owners. Your ECU contains dozens of settings that are disabled by default, not because they don't work, but because of regional regulations or manufacturer decisions. Things like automatic door locking at speed, daytime running light configurations, seatbelt chime disabling, throttle response modes, exhaust sound settings. Many dealerships will unlock these features for a fee. But independent mechanics with the right software can do it for a fraction of the cost, or you can do it yourself with the right tools. Why keep this secret? More billable hours at the dealership. Secret number 4, your ECU can cause phantom problems. Number 4 is probably happening to someone watching this right now. ECU software has bugs, just like your phone or computer. A glitchy ECU can cause phantom electrical issues, intermittent stalling, random warning lights, or sensors that read incorrectly. Here's what mechanics won't readily admit. Sometimes the fix isn't replacing expensive parts. It's simply updating the ECU software. Manufacturers release technical service bulletins, TSBs, for these software bugs all the time. But if a mechanic doesn't check for TSBs first, you might replace your throttle body, sensors, or wiring harnesses unnecessarily, spending hundreds or thousands. Have you checked for software updates or TSBs related to this issue? Secret number 3, aftermarket ECUs can outperform factory ones. Secret number 3 is one that stirs a lot of debate in the mechanic world. If you think your engine is performing at its absolute peak, think again. Factory ECUs, those brain boxes your car comes with from the manufacturer, are designed for safety, longevity, and strict compliance with emission standards. That means your car might never truly reach its full potential under stock programming. The truth is, automakers play it safe. Your ECU's maps for fuel injection, ignition timing, and boost control are intentionally conservative. Why? Because it has to function reliably in every possible scenario. Winter cold starts, high-altitude conditions, stop-and-go traffic, and years of wear and tear. That's smart engineering, but it leaves untapped performance on the table. Enter aftermarket ECUs. Brands like Haltech, AEM, Honda, and Cobb offer solutions that can completely transform your engine's capabilities. With the right tuning, you can see significant gains in horsepower, torque, throttle response, and even fuel economy. Yes, you heard that right. Proper tuning can make your car more efficient while giving it more power. But mechanics rarely push this option. Why? Because installing an aftermarket ECU is not a simple plug-and-play job. It requires expertise, custom tuning, and regular adjustments. One wrong map or timing setting can damage your engine faster than any stock limitation ever could. Think of it this way. It's more profitable for a shop to sell you a cold air intake or a catback exhaust than to guide you through a precise ECU upgrade. Those bolt-on parts are easy, quick, and low risk for them. But they barely scratch the surface of what your car could do. If you're serious about performance, your first step isn't flashy exhausts or oversized intakes. It's ECU tuning. Unlock the hidden potential of your engine, and you'll experience power and efficiency you didn't know were possible. And here's a bonus. With proper ECU tuning, many cars can achieve these gains without compromising reliability or safety, something most aftermarket parts can't guarantee on their own. So before spending thousands on accessories, ask yourself, do I want temporary flash or true optimized performance? The choice is in your hands. Secret number 2, ECU diagnostics aren't always accurate. Secret number 2 is going to challenge what you think about the check engine light. That little orange icon seems intimidating, and we're conditioned to panic when it appears. But here's the reality. ECU diagnostics are not always the final answer. When a check engine light illuminates, your car's ECU stores a diagnostic trouble code, DTC. Mechanics plug in a scanner and might see something like P0420, catalyst efficiency below threshold. The immediate assumption? The catalytic converter is shot, and you're looking at a repair bill somewhere between $800 and $2,000. But here's the twist. The code doesn't confirm a broken cat. It only tells you that the ECU detected performance below its expected threshold. In other words, it's a symptom, not a diagnosis. The actual culprit could be much simpler and much cheaper. A faulty oxygen sensor, $50 to $150. A minor exhaust leak, $100 to $300. Worn spark plugs affecting combustion, $80 to $200. Experienced mechanics know this. They'll go beyond the code, inspect the components, and determine the root cause. Less scrupulous shops, they might replace the catalytic converter immediately because it's expensive and increases their profit. Here's the key takeaway. Codes are hints, not certainties. The ECU sees numbers, not context. A drop in efficiency could be caused by dozens of factors. Before you approve any costly repair, ask, what testing did you do beyond reading the code? Could this be something simpler, like a sensor or leak? By understanding this, you can save hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Don't let fear drive your decisions. Investigate, question, and learn the language of your ECU. It's speaking to you in codes for a reason. Secret number 1. You can monitor your ECU in real time. And finally, secret number 1 is the most empowering of all. Modern cars are packed with sensors, processors, and software. But most drivers don't realize they already have access to all this data. With a simple OBD2 Bluetooth adapter, costing around $20 to $50, and a free or inexpensive app like Torquay Pro, Car Scanner, or Dash Command, you can view live ECU data right on your smartphone. You can monitor real-time fuel economy, see exactly how driving habits affect MPG engine temperature, catch overheating before it becomes catastrophic. Sensor readings, oxygen sensors, MAF, throttle position, and more performance metrics. Boost pressure, RPM, torque, and horsepower active diagnostic codes. See issues as they appear, not after a mechanic interprets them. Why don't mechanics promote this? Because knowledge is power. Once you can see live data, you start asking the right questions, noticing trends, and catching small problems before they become expensive repairs. An informed customer doesn't blindly approve repairs. They challenge the diagnosis and ensure accuracy. Imagine being able to detect a failing oxygen sensor before it triggers a P0420 code, or noticing abnormal engine temperatures and adjusting your driving before damage occurs. These tools put you in control, and in the long run, you save thousands over the lifespan of your vehicle. My challenge to you, get a scanner, learn your car's normal ranges, and track performance over time. Once you understand what's normal and what's not, your car stops being a mystery. It becomes a transparent system that you control. So there you have it. 3 secrets about your ECU that can dramatically change the way you interact with your car. From unlocking untapped performance with aftermarket ECUs, to decoding diagnostic codes without panic, to monitoring live data for real-time insights, the potential is enormous. Your car's ECU is incredibly powerful, far beyond what most drivers realize. Even understanding the basics puts you in control, giving you the knowledge to avoid scams, maximize performance, and maintain your vehicle like a pro. Here's my final question. Which of these secrets shocked you the most? Drop a comment below. I read every single one. And if this guide saved you from a potential ripoff or opened your eyes to new performance opportunities, smash that like button and subscribe for more automotive truth bombs. Your car is talking to you through that ECU. Now you know how to listen. Drive smart, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next one.